thank you so much for your time today. I'm very excited to have this time to talk about a few things and really more about you and your passion and your ability to balance your everyday life and be an inspiration to so many stay-at-home moms and independent corporate women in the industry. I think you're a very passionate industry leader, so I adore that.
That's so nice.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be able to get out of here because my head is now this big. But that's very sweet of you.
Well, and I'm pleased to be a guest blogging host for Shane Bisick, who's Calgary's dad's blog. So yeah, we're really interested to find out about your charity work with fashion and just you coming to Calgary and taking your show on tour for the first time in 25 years, right?
Yeah, well actually it's been 28 years
28,
and we've never done it. We've never taken the show anywhere, and so it's about time.
I think so.
You know, we needed to get out of Toronto, get out of the studio in Toronto and explore this beautiful country of ours. Calgary is the first place that we're doing this. The crew is so excited. And the people here, I don't know if you are an original Calgarian.
I am, yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
The people here are so nice. I don't think I'm getting like a weird sample.
No.
I think that this is the general vibe here, that people are very friendly. And I've had such good conversations and great connections with so many women here that it's been such a positive experience. And I've only been here since Thursday.
Wow.
So it's been great. I'm so happy you came.
I'm so glad to hear that. Well, I know one of my questions was, what was your perception of Calgary prior to being here? Because you guys do quite a bit nationally, obviously, on your show, which airs 9 a.m. Mountain Time in Calgary. But like you had Ali Belgi, who's a very well-known interior decorator. So I love how you guys bring Calgary and still represent, even though you haven't been west itself. You know?
We do try and incorporate, and you know, I think it's an area that we can actually even improve in, trying to get more of those voices from across the country and trying to get out of Toronto and really acknowledge that this is a national show. We've got audiences in Halifax and Montreal and Vancouver and Calgary and Winnipeg, and we want to make sure that we embrace them and let them know that they're really, really important to us. But yeah, Ali's great. He's going to be part of the show. Jill Bellin from Breakfast Television here in Calgary is going to be part of the show. We shot together on Friday and had so much fun. We were so silly. We went bobsledding.
I saw your tweets.
We just had fun. It was just so fun. And then I met the Royal Stampede royalty. So the queen and the two princesses, and they were smart, like beautiful girl, like yourself, beautiful and smart. And I think that's a great combination. It's really nice. I love seeing that in young women. It's really inspiring.
It's so exciting. I think Calgary's really happy to hear that, and that's what we want for everyone. And that's why with Stampede, it's like the most hospitable time in seeing our culture just put on events to accommodate everyone. Like, it's just such a spirit. But year round for sure.
The Western hospitality, man.
It's true.
Can't be beat. It's
Yeah.
nice.
So you have done a lot of charity work for fashion and work in Toronto, and we are so excited to bring, well, there's a community in Calgary, myself is on that team, bringing the Heart Truth Fashion Show for the first time to the city. And you walked in 2010, I believe?
I did.
Right?
I was pregnant with Eva. I was pregnant with my second child. I remember I went to the first fitting, and of course they sent a camera crew with me. I was like, oh my gosh. And I took the designer aside and I said, Jofer, it was Jofer Kayak. I said, Jofer, I'm pregnant. And he was like, really? And I go, shh. I go, I'm just telling you right now, I'm going to expand. He's like, no problem, I got this.
Yeah, well that's awesome. Like we're looking to them, you know, industry leaders, like the events that they hold, and we're trying to do it in our own way because Toronto's been doing it like for over 5 years and they have a certain caliber of it. So we're partnering up with Sophia Models International to sort of announce their anniversary and their placement in the city and their goals to have such events in Calgary, because Calgary's so ready for it.
Right.
They're waiting and wanting events like this.
Yeah.
You know, from corporate to the grassroots, we want to make accessible for everyone. There's high and lows in Calgary, and the charity aspect is really ready. So what advice would you offer from the planning committee in Calgary to sort of welcome these events in Calgary?
You know, I say the way Toronto does it, and the reason why they ask folks that are part of, you know, the media and singers and what have you, is because they want to try and draw attention. And I think it's a smart move. I think that there's something to be said for having high profile names support a really good cause. So there's this mix of fashion, but at the end of the day, we're talking about your heart. We're talking about, self-preservation and a disease that is preventable. So, one thing that they've done in Toronto is they tried to get people who have had a real connection, and there are so many because it's the leading cause of death for Canadian women. So like the Misha Bruegel-Bosmans, she actually had, heart surgery. They get people like that to be sort of a representative of the event. And I would start looking around for people like that in Calgary or across Alberta. Big names that have some kind of a connection, and get them to be your spokespeople, and the message is going to get out.
Having people like you put your name on it already in Calgary's, like, we have a little list pending which we'll soon announce, but same with designers too, the opportunity for them to showcase their skills, right?
Absolutely, and do local, local.
Yeah.
Get those names out there and push them and boost their exposure.
Exactly, it's such a win-win for everyone. For sure. Yeah, okay, so back to a little bit more about your life. How have you been able to balance your passion for the industry, but be a mom, stay in shape, shop and sleep?
You know what? Balance, there's a name for the balance of my life. His name is Leo Perron. He's my husband. He is my rock. He is the guy that is holding it down. He's holding it together so that I can go work out, and so that I can go do these events, and so that I can go take the show to Calgary.
I really want to know about your legacy. What do you hope to leave behind?
Ooh, that's a big question. What do I hope to leave behind? I would love to be able to grow CityLine even more. Maybe start getting into some more serious topics from time to time. I know that people look at the show and it's lighthearted and it's fun and it's informative.
Yeah.
But I also think there is a lot of things that affect the audience that we can start incorporating into some of our shows, like Little Girls and Self-Esteem. It's a topic that I never tire of. I'm a big advocate, and now I've become a spokesperson and ambassador of self-esteem for Girls on the Run, which is an organization that is currently becoming national. And it's all about getting little girls before they get to that age where everyone starts acting dumb because they want to impress the boys, getting them before that time and beefing up their self-esteem. So talking about the way girls bully, talking about leadership, body image, respect, all of those things you want your little girl to know about, and at the end it all ends with a 5K graduation race. And that's where I usually go. I host the event, I give the girls the medals, and they're so smart, and it makes my heart happy to be a part of that. I would love for us to start delving into topics like that and really making a difference,
Yeah. Love it. Well, you're well on your way. This is great.
I hope so.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're
Thank
welcome.
you so much.